A background knowledge about the typhoon, preventative and anticipatory measures to forge, and its lesson to the community to further acquire a broad sense of preparedness when dealing in such calamitous disaster. Typhoon is a familiar word to all of us, which can bring harm and devastation to its circumference if assaulted tremendously. Typhoon is a weather disturbance with violent winds. It forms only in the tropics. A typhoon is a delinquent and deadliest natural calamity in the Philippines since it is located in the tropical part of the globe. A typhoon has winds accompanied by heavy rainfall that could induce landslides and flash floods. This could dispel houses, agricultural and industrial properties, and even deaths. Historically, Philippines typhoons' devastations already amounted to several billions of industrial and agricultural damages. Typhoons mainly affect agriculture and can affect the natural environment and cause harm to trees and other vegetation, including crops that communities may rely on for sustenance. Strong winds can snap branches, detach and uproot trees and plants. The continuous typhoon can result in flooding, which can create or produce an overflowing of water and can drown out crops and other vegetation. A typhoon can also have a strong gust of wind that blows the roof of a home. Winds can also inflict damage by picking up and launching debris and other items such as trees, branches, and building materials into buildings and other structures. Lastly, devastating typhoons can result in death. Both the lives of animals and human beings can be destroyed and ultimately taken. The typhoon disturbance can raze homes, food stocks, and supplies, which is an indispensable need for both humans and animals to survive. Even the spreading of diseases caused by flooding could result in death. To minimize the damages of a typhoon, each individual should have the proper preparation. According to the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management and Council, the two keys to weather safety are to prepare for the risk and act on these preparations. Whenever there are signs of a typhoon coming, people must prepare themselves and stay calm. People must prepare the necessities such as food, water, clothes, flashlights, medicine kits, and transistor radio to monitor news updates regarding typhoon. Stay indoors before and during typhoons to ensure safety. If the house is not sturdy enough to endure floods and strong winds, evacuate immediately to the designated evacuation center. During a typhoon, electrical appliances must be disconnected to avoid electrical accidents. Secure a mobile phone with a fully charged battery to communicate for help. Discourage wading through floodwaters to avoid contracting diseases. Prepare a boat and be aware of marine safety. Keep a list of contact information for reference. Lastly, follow instructions accordingly as issued by local officials. A typhoon is a phenomenon that no one can forfend informing and coming over. However, what people can do is to help by not be becoming one of the casualties. On the final note of a momentous conclusion, a typhoon is a natural phenomenon that could vanish all people's belongings with just a single blow. It cannot be avoided, but it can be prevented through proper disaster preparations. The people and the government must learn a lesson from previous typhoons so that the mistake today will not be the mistake tomorrow. Lastly, let us be reminded that typhoon is a serious catastrophe that should also be viewed in a serious standpoint. And whether we have a sense of preparedness or not, we may never know what level of destruction it could bring. Hence, the best undertaking we could do is to acquire resiliency in our soul and perseverance in our heart. To surpass the misery is to believe in the rise. A moment of acceptance of failures can lead to millions of victories. We can surpass the devastation of this such disaster with the help of faith. And there is nothing to be afraid of if the burning power inside our flesh emblazons new horizons.